Well, hello again, and this is Christie Ruffino, and this is an amazing time where we're finishing up our time together. It's awesome, but it's also sad because I won't be able to share any more information with you for a while, at least through this video series, but I hope you stay connected. And when we're done, I'm going to share a little bit about what that may look like. But for now, step number 7 is for you to rinse and repeat. Very simply. Once you're able to achieve your change, whether it happens in 60 days or whether it happens in 45 days or 40 or even 30 days, whatever that looks like, it does take 21 days to create a new habit. So we need to make sure that that change is in place for at least 21 days. But beyond that, you know when you're ready to adopt a new change and when you're ready to focus on the next great obstacle that you want to overcome or the next great goal that you want to achieve. Either way, you go ahead and just repeat this process over and over again. Create a new success manifesto. Identify your next one most important thing and then just keep at it. I know one of the things I learned over the years, again, if you didn't hear the very first video, I founded a very successful organization for women called the Dynamic Professional Women's Network. And it is a resource for women to connect in order to kind of help each other's businesses grow. It's kind of like having your extended sales force of other professional women that are supporting you every step of the way. And one of the things that I learned over time is I completely believe, first of all, that women can do anything they set their mind to. I was very fortunate to have been taught that through my whole life by both of my parents, by my mom, through empowerment, and by my father, by physically being able to make and create anything. Give me a chop saw and power tools. I can make pretty much anything come together. Which obviously, unfortunately, is how I broke my kneecap. Is I was walking in a local hardware store and tripped over something and ended up by creating this horrible situation, but I'm getting through it just fine. But either way, I do believe that women, once we put our mind to it, we can make anything happen. I completely believe that. But what I believe even greater is, even though we can do anything we want, we can do it better and faster when we surround ourselves and get support from other like-minded women, because we don't have to do it alone. We don't. Sometimes as women, we do go out there and do it alone, and we get out there and put our heads down and just make things happen because it's easier and it's faster, and we feel that, we're going to just get it done better. And we do at that moment, but we're never able to scale like we want to and grow as fast as we want to and just achieve the great things that we are meant to achieve if we continue to do things alone. So the reason why I'm sharing this, obviously, is because I want you to connect with me. I want you to reach out on social media, connect with me on Facebook. Let's get you in our Core Strong Women Facebook group, because that is an open group for everybody. Let's also, if you want to get plugged into our women's networking community, we do have a lot of chapters in the Chicagoland area, but we also have them in a couple other states, and I'm always excited to expand into bigger, more communities and more states. And we're actually building a brand new website that will allow better connection, better exposure for our members, a lot of great tools. So I'm really excited to have that happen. And I also would love to help you become a published author. Now, you may not have a whole book in you, but you have something in you that needs to get out in the world, whether it be your story and some very important wisdom. So a couple of ways that I help women have a book is, one, you can write just a chapter in a book, which is a very small project, either 2,000 or 4,000 words. You'll be in a book with a bunch of other amazing like-minded women, and all of you will be able to share your stories in the world and then have the great benefit of being with a team of people promoting your book, getting your story out in the world. And so the exposure is huge when you're in a collaborative book like this, as well as now you've got a great team of women that you can partner with and unite with and do joint venture opportunities with. So that's one way. And next way, the second way is for you to actually put together your own book. Now, I've got two options for this. First of all, you can do a complete full book, a nice big book that has 50,000 words, 60,000 words, that has multiple teaching points, as well as multiple stories, your stories, and just mini stories that will kind of drive home with the teaching points that you're trying to share. So that is one way. Not everybody actually has a 50,000 word book in them, but maybe they've got a 20,000 word book or a 15,000 word book. And I can help you put together a business card book. And it's a smaller book. Mine are over there. I've got a bunch of different ones over there on the desk, but that's another option. But either way, I believe every woman that is creating their expert business should have their own book, but not just fall into the abyss about creating a book. There needs to be more to it. Every step of the process of you putting your book together is creating revenue streams for you. So it's creating blogs, it's creating content for a program. There's just so many different ways that your book can create multiple different revenue streams. And those are one of the things that I will teach my clients and work with my clients to make sure they're not just falling into this black hole of writing, because nobody has time to just kind of write their memoirs and go through, hours and hours and hours of writing a book without actually having it create a profit. Now, some people do, but in the business world, as an entrepreneur that's creating their expert business brand, we need to make sure our book turns into multiple revenue generating profit streams. So that is one of the things that I can help you with. So either way, if any of these things sound appealing to you at all, go ahead and let's schedule time to talk. You can find out about all of our projects on the links below, but what I would love to do is, first, I want you to take a peek at all of the details of whatever it is you want more support with, because I want to make sure you're at least a little bit educated before we speak, so you have questions. And then once we speak, I would like to be able to learn more about your motives. I want to make sure I can actually help you. I want you to be able to ask me questions about anything that I am going to do for you or don't do for you. And then I'd like to start right away and hit the ground running and help you make your book publishing dream come true, or help you connect into our organization. So either way, this was a pleasure for me to share this information. I've got a lot of other topics that I do share on with publishing and creating your expert brand, as well as a lot of business tips. But you will find out all about those once you join our Core Strong Women Facebook group. And I think that's all for now, but it was great spending time with you. Hopefully you enjoy these tips, and I will look forward to hopefully connecting with you soon. This is Christie Rufino, and goodbye for now.